did just what the home.
I was the black cat. I used to have bad luck. Now every girl wanna really matter that much. A college dropout and
So, well, my friends, next court in the line, the famous 23 court. Last time we had the 22 court, but now the 22. The reason I will tell you, watch. Maybe you know it, but this is not the place. This is the football field. We have here calisthenics, and here it is, the newest. The court is called the newest. Why? Because it is the newest. 1, 2, bam. Watch. Bam. So here we are at the newest. Really tough to come here that you can make a video or to play. So the thing is, it is the lowest over the lowest, you know. 24 courts, the rank 24 we had, and this is 23, you know. And why? It is a nice place now, you know. The same as in Ghost Town, you see it. They have rebuilt this all new. I cannot tell you now on what date they built it. I think it was 2021, around that time, I think, or 2020, 2021, this court was built. We were in when there were no lines in, you know, and then later they made those lines. And the cool thing is, we have no goals here. Normally you have goals, but here is the real football field, you see? And that is really cool, because normally you have always those football fields with basketball, and so this is an only basketball court. The thing is, it is very small. It is the smallest of them all with a cage form. So we started. We have here a ring and a board which is completely other than all other boards and rings what I know. You see? That looks more like plastic, but I cannot tell you. And the net, you know, that is very cool. I like it. Many people don't like it, you know, but the ball always falls almost, you know, not every time, but almost straight down and not left, right. So I like the construction. The ring is nice. And the same is here, you know. And so the net gets not damaged, you know. Here it was never damaged, you know, almost never. You see, because of those clicks is very good. Only here is one side out, you know. But here are many people, so that lasts very long. The floor is also very nice, rubber and very smooth one. You see that? That is completely smooth, like they have done it, bam, really nice. Because many times on rubber courts, you have those little granulates standing out and it is really rough. But here you can bring the best ball, you know, but I would not do it. I will tell why. But I think very cool, an own place. We have here the net, and by the net you can also watch, because there are also sometimes circumstances, and they have made it very nice, because those sharp edges, you know, they go in. I know courts where they stand out, and then when the ball comes here it gets damaged, but here you see they have solved it very nice. And that is good. For example, on the other court, the Grand Garden Arena, where we will come in this ranking also, there it is other. And the ball cannot fall out, you know. Here, never it fall out to me. That is very good solved with those clicks, you know. But when it falls out, you have here no problem. And the outside is very cool. And I can tell you, this whole place was other in the 90s, in the 2000s, than now, you know. And there we had an old basketball field, one of the oldest in town. The young people will not remember this, but I have shown pictures from that place back then, and there was the whole place a basketball field, you know. That was an old orange field, like I always say, the old orange fields were the fields from the 90s. This was all not here. This floor was not here. There was one big basketball field, and then they have renewed it. So And when you watch, that is nice. We have here a small park beside, you know, for the kids. Here we have a calisthenics bar, you know, or a calisthenics place, which is really cool, you know, with a lot of things. I have also trained here on the video. We have here those little to climb. Here we have trampolines for the kids, you know. So you see all of this place, very nice. And here, you know, and this is the cage for the football players. And also you see fun court, you know. I've made a video where I've shown you basketballs from the early 2000s in the catalog. And there I have shown you those fun courts, you know. These are the fun courts. Yeah, and so it looks really, really cool. Here we have for older people or people with injuries. Here you see also for kids game, you know. And here a little bit machines, which is also nice. And it looks really, really cool, I tell you that. Watch. You see those things? Those machines? You watch it more. And so they have done here a lot of things for people who want to train, who want to make sports. You know, and that is a whole park. That is the biggest park in town what we have. And that is the entrance to the park, you know. From here we enter in. And here there is a lot of green things, water to sit, you know. And here nice made. This is this really soft floor, you can press it in. But here it is better, here it is hard, you know. And here with a few things again to sit. Here we have table tennis, you know, that is also nice made. When I have seen the place the first time, when they have rebuilt it, that was wow, very, very cool. That you can imagine how big this all is. You know, here it starts with the field, and here we have an old place for the kids to play, you know. Can show you that. That is also a one of a kind, because it looks complete other than on other places. So watch now. You see that is very, very nice made. The wood place for the kids with water game, you know. So the place is really outstanding when you see that, you know. Many would say now, wow, that is a very cool place, you know. You see here the water, here the slide, and here it goes on, you know. You have water. So, and that is really, really a big, big place, you know. That is also the entrance. But now, watch. Then you will see why. Watch what is behind there. There are all cameras. Do you see so many cameras? I will zoom in. Do you see them? It is brutal, and they are in the whole park installed, you know. And I will tell you why. Because this park was a famous park for really, really rough things. And that is the reason why I ranked this court also down. But nowadays, thankfully, that has changed. In the 90s, this place was really, really rough. You would not enter in, you know, because it always can happen something. And I have seen things here. One was murdered, you know, that was above there. They never found the person. Then people got beat up for nothing. There was a skate park, I've told once this. And there you got beat up for nothing, you know. A friend of mine had a broken nose, broken ribs, blood. I have seen other ones who got beaten up in their backs for nothing, only because they wanted to enter in. Drug dealers, fights, knives, there was all in here, and that is why they have installed all of those cameras. And they are everywhere in the whole park. You see here on the next, the whole park is made with cameras. You see every single, you see them above, wait. And they are everywhere, you know, and every little count. This is the most camera thing of them all. They're hanging 3, 4 on every thing, you know. That is brutal. I don't know how many cameras there are. 60, 80, I don't know, but everywhere, you know. 3 are there, you know. There are another 2 everywhere there, you know. And that is the reason, because really, really rough park. But nowadays it has changed, because they build now for, you know, always when there are many different people, you know, here are calisthenics people, here are football players, here are basketball players, here are kids or table tennis, kids plays, and then you have a lot of normal people, and then most of the times it gets better, you know, and that is important because of this basketball court, because back then you would not enter in here because you can get beaten up for nothing, you know, and that feeling I still have a little bit when I'm in here. I always watch what comes left, right, people, because I have seen back then what happened, and the feeling is still there that you always have an eye that you get nothing, you know, because they come from behind and beat you down. I have seen that. Also, I once, only because I asked a question, I got my head was falling and I crushed into I was flying 2 meters, you know, I was younger. And so that it is, but to the court itself now, it is very small, you know, that is the smallest of them all. I can show you that again from here when we are at the end. Now, 1, 2, 3, and here we are, you know. That is very, very small, but to me that is cool, for many people not. But why it is cool? Because you throw a ball and when you gets to the ring, then you can immediately go to the net because it gets back and bam, again. So you can here very quick play, you know. Because on other courts the ball rolls 10 meters, you have to run to the ball, come back, and here you don't have it. Whoa, watch, that is cool. So, to me it is not a downside, you know. To me it is cool because it is other than on all other courts. Then we have the form, it's also very nice. But now the downsides, you know, is we have always dirt in, we have a few stones in, you know. That is the reason don't bring the best ball, because here will always be, you know, from the ice, you see, from the another one from the ice, we have here this. Sometimes we have bottles in, you know, here you see the stone. And so that is the downside, you know, lines. There are no 3-point, it's complete other, you know. And this is the middle line is almost a 3-pointer, you know. So small it is. But the thing is, here are many kids in. Because here we have a school, you know, a kindergarten, all is here. And now we have it around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And that is the only time when you can come here and play. Around 8:30 in the morning to the whole day, you can forget it. Here the best example, here goes one and makes and that is also here why I don't want to come, because here the kids, when they have a break, or even in winter, when it is very cold, the kids are still all in here. They come from the kindergarten and they spend the whole day outside. And so you have 20, 30 kids who are in there. Another 20, 30 who are in there, and 20, 30 in there. All the little kids. And they enter in, and I guarantee you, every day when I was here, when there are 20 kids in there, 1 kid or 2 kids are always ill, you know. And that is the problem. And then they have, I don't know, influenza, corona, whatever. And the chance that you get ill is very high, because they, you know, the parents send them ill to the kindergarten and then they play there. And really, I have not seen one day when all were healthy. And so they come in, crush to you, of course, hey, you are the attraction, there is a basketball player. And the other thing is, hey, give me the ball, can I have the ball, let me play. And then, you know, when I have 2 balls, I have given them, you know, I'm a nice person. Even when it was, I don't know, a Wilson Evolution, I have given really high quality balls. And of course the kids, they always do then other things, you know. Other kids then play with the foot, you know, football. Other ones sit on the ball and this and that, the ball can get damaged. So that is a problem. But the most part is always those ill kids. And I guarantee you here, you will all, the chance is so high that you get ill, and that I don't want, you know. And that is why I avoid this. And now it is very quiet, but I was here yesterday also. There were around 80 kids in, you know. And also there I had all the time, you know. And that is a big problem. So you can never play here. And when the kids are in, you have no chance to film. They always crush into you, you know. And ask, especially with the camera. We had this all, you know. When they played on the camera, but they were very nice. And then there's other problem with the people who live here, you know, because there is they have a lot of problems because the people who live here, they always say this too loud, and then they wanted to close the court, you know, to rebuild all of this. It is the newest court and now so many problems, but more of the football players, because when they play on this metal, it is loud, and then they are at night here and this and that, and so there is a lot of problems. It stands in the newspapers, you know, they want to close it, this and that, rebuild it on another place, you know, and so the people don't like you when you are here, especially now at 6 o'clock in the morning. Of course it absorbs the noise with the rubber blades from the basketball, but you know, that is the thing. Because of the kids, I rank it that down, because when there are so many kids, of course, they don't know when they eat something, they make it there, you know. And so you always have a bit dirt in and stones, so don't bring the best ball there. And that is why I have to rank it on that downside. If this place would be on the other area, well, great, you know. I like when you watch here, when the sun comes now up, you see those houses, they are also new. That looks really cool. That is also one of a kind panorama. Very, very nice, you know. So I like it really here to play, the view to the mountains. But again, only when you come here at 6 o'clock in the morning, then you play 1 hour. I have always done it in that way until 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30, and from 7:30 the kids come, and then you can forget the whole day. And at midday the parents come, and then you have even more kids, you know. And there you have no chance to play good or basketball. That is a kids place, you know. But the kindergarten, they are all the time here from 8 on. If it is cold, no chance. And that it is, you know. But a nice thing. Yeah, and from the newest, and in the morning, boy, that looks complete other now, I guarantee you. If we would come now 1 hour later, 2 hours later, complete a different story, you know. Then you would feel complete other vibes, and that it is, you know. So from the newest, I enjoy it, but only at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, then it is a cool place. But otherwise I have to rank it down. Now I feel comfortable, but at midday or later on with the people, I never trust him from back in the days. And so that it is. We will see us again, but not rank 22 that we had the last time. We go on with 21. Until then, from the nice view, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.